There he is.
Ta-da!
There's, there's Joel
Hey,
trapped
Tony.
Now I'll
trapped
let
in
you
the
take it
Lions
away.
Gate prison.
Oh, I literally am. You've got the bars here. They won't let me out until I'm finished with you today.
Oh wow! First of all, Joel, it's such a pleasure to chat with you, and
Thanks, man.
uh, music can heal the world, and I think you guys, King and Country, do a lot of healing.
Hmm. That's kind of you to say, man. We've been in it together for a while now, haven't we, Tony? So,
Yeah, you guys
yeah,
have, and
quite
and
the journey.
touring the world. I guess you see a lot of stuff going on, and it's just travel opens your eyes, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And I'm really grateful for it because I think it proximity is powerful.
Yeah.
And something that in 2024 with the digitized age is we sort of have faux proximity where we're not really with each other. We just sort of see each other from a distance. And man, it can lead to such judgment so easily and such prejudice. And part of what I love about even this playing live, what I love about telling this story, even with the film, is that the 90s were like the last like frontier of proximity. Like it was before smartphones and it was before the World Wide Web. And so you just did life in community.
Yeah.
And obviously there were monumental issues that we had to overcome and still do. But the beauty of rubbing shoulders with people and is a lost art in some ways.
I think so. I think what we've lost is that charm of closeness,
Yeah.
where you could sit, and chat with somebody who's totally opposite in your opinions and still get along because you're sharing lunch or you're sharing. And now we just have this, which is so, uh, as you say, it's a distance, and so you can say
Yeah.
anything and pretty much get away with it.
Yeah, and you don't have someone highlighted to me the other day. They said, okay, text is the worst form to communicate anything other than like fact. Email is just a little bit about that because you have a greeting. Phone is a bit better, but all of the things like seeing each other and all of the things that are happening when you can actually, sit beside someone and get into their world. And like you said, not agree, but isn't that the flavor of life? Is that it's different cultures and different people and different ideas and different perspectives. This is the beauty of the West in many ways, was this idea of people coming together. And so yeah, I'm with you. We could do a whole other segment on that.
We will, but segueing into the film. I mean, the charm of this film is all about family. It is a terrifically deep and emotional film, faith based and loving, but it also it doesn't hide the warts of of traveling and trying to settle in a new land. So first of all, my question is, playing your dad, I mean, you have to, I guess that must have been both a joy and a curse.
And a terror. Man, I appreciate you highlighting the fact that there are the warts, because one of the terrifying parts of this is that our parents are still living, our family's still here. We love our family, we work with our family, we do life with our family. There's 7 kids. There's also 6 spouses now, and 15 nieces and nephews, and the audacity to set out to make a film project about this story, and then, like you said, the double audacity to go, I'm going to play my own dad. I'm actually more terrified now looking back on the decision than I was in the moment, just because it's landed in a great spot. Everyone's okay, everything's intact. But to tell it honestly, to tell it warts and all,
Yeah.
that was such a conviction for us. And everyone has been so gracious, particularly my dad, in allowing us the space to do just that.
Yeah, I think when we talk about our own past, we tend to naturally sugarcoat a lot of things, and then you have to be honest. Then when you're telling the story in a film or a song content, um, the honesty is where the truth lies. The honesty is where the story lies.
And the honesty is also where the human connection comes in.
Hmm.
Because look, we're not trying to proselytize anyone with this film. We're not trying to, convert anyone with a film. We're trying to go, this is our experience. And there's a beauty from the beginning of time. There's always been a beauty in just telling each other our stories, telling stories about life. And there's so much to learn in that. And that's what I love about this. Yes, it's music. Yes, it's mums, and yes, it's miracles, and yes, it's the '90s, and it's '90s music, and it's migration and family banding together. It's all those things. But at the heart of it, it's our story, and it's me opening my heart and our family's heart and going, this is who we are to the world.
Yeah, and I think what you said. It's not a story that hits you over the head. I think modern faith-based movies are like that now. I mean, Jesus Revolution was an incredible film, and it really, talked about people and the relationship that people have, and as we as an audience watch this particular film, Unsung Hero, we identify with your family because we're all in the same universal boat.
Yeah. I think part of the things that has been frightening about fame, if you want to call that, for me, is that I don't feel like I'm a different human, but people can perceive you as other because it's like you live such a weird life now. And I'm really proud to go like, hey, this is our origin story. Like this is, and Luke and I were very young at the time. Let's face it, like he was 5, I was 7. So we don't really have a dog in the hunt on the story as much as we were just sort of ancillary characters. But I'm really proud of hopefully a regrounding with us and our audience, both with the King Country and a new audience through the film, of going like, man, this is the human experience. We all start somewhere. We all end somewhere, but we're all in this together, and let's focus on that versus celebrity or whatever else it is. Yeah.
Well, you personally, I mean, this must have given you such a wonderfully new view of your parents.
Yes, spot on. Particularly Tony, my dad. I think I've been pretty lazy with his story, just because you know, how did you get to this point and you're like, why are you the way you are? And then you don't, then you go back. And in my case, I co-wrote the film with Richard Ramsey. And so I went back and like wrote back his story. And then I literally went, by acting him, I dropped into his shoes, or literally even more so his jacket, because that was his exact jacket from 30 years ago. And so I experienced it on one hand by memory as a child, but then through the film, I got to actually come in as an adult, as a man who's roughly his age now, and re-image it and go, oh my goodness, the fear, the pride, the protection, the dreams, the compounding failure, the empathy that I feel for him now after the film is just so strikingly different than it was before.
Yeah, it's such an intricate story as well, because woven into all of that is you and your brother, and how you guys relate to them, and now to us as your audience.
Yeah, yeah. We had a lot of fun with Luke and me. I mean, I got to admit, man, it was trippy because it's like I'm Joel, but that's Joel, but I'm my dad, and this is my mum, but I have to kiss my mum, but it's not my mum. But like the Smallbone multiverse was in full swing. But I really loved the part. One of the parts I really like laughed out loud in writing was writing all the little Joel and Luke quips throughout the film, because I just loved poking fun at ourselves through it.
Joel, our time is up. I wish I could talk to you for more, but and we'll do it sometime on social
We
media.
will. We will.
But my God, what a great film, and thank you so much for your time today. And we're all big fans of yours as well.
Thank you, Tony. I feel it. I love to Salt Lake, one of our favorite towns. I shot a music video there. Come to the theaters, everyone.
Yeah.
April the 26th, Family Day. It's also our mum's 49th wedding anniversary. I don't know if you know that. Fun fact. Lionsgate actually picked the date. We had nothing to do with it, but that's a little fun little God wink. And if you love your mum, if you love family, if you love miracles and 90s music, we'll see you in the cinemas.
Take your mom. There you go.
Yeah. Love it.
Dude, we'll talk again.
See you, buddy.